Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays and I'm in the Moines at your 10 US cruiser. I'm on the map Land of Fire. It's a 4-point domination game. There is unfortunately a submarine, but at least there is no carrier rockets. Now, I am here next to this island. I'm already getting raided by Moscow, which is mostly just trying to catch my friend, I suppose, and we briefly saw a Yang, so I'm gonna pop a radar. Unfortunately, it's almost at the edge of my range, so I'm only gonna get like 2 or 3 salvos of, well, it's gonna be 2 salvos. At least I got a little bit of damage into it. Possibly not the most useful radar there, but for now we've scared it off. And it's not like a Yang has a way of recovering health, so the damage will soften it up for the future.
Torpedoes in our way.
Meanwhile, there are some torpedoes incoming. I'm not hydroing currently because I'm trusting in my island. As you can see, there is this little bit of island that's protecting my nose. So no torpedoes should reach me, unless of course something were to come through the 910 line. Now there is a sub, and the sub could obviously do that without ever getting picked up by RPF or getting spotted. But our sub is on the other side, so presumably the enemy sub will be as well. Meanwhile, we can... well, maybe we can get some shots into this Moskva. It's almost dead. And finishing off this radar would obviously be very nice. There is a Cleveland coming around the sides. But I mean, we do have the cap for now. And the Cleveland's radar isn't that big of a deal. My friend Riper is coming in here with some smoke, so I can use that to maneuver a little bit better and possibly farm this Bismarck. I'm gonna use a Hydro. Oh, there is a Stalingrad as well. So the Moscow is dead, but there is now a Stalingrad, and technically there is the Cleveland. Bismarck's plane could spot me if I'm not careful, so I'm gonna move a little bit more forward into the smoke, otherwise I might just sit behind it. Now RPF just switched, which means something is closer than the Bismarck, most likely the Yang, but I don't have a radar ready just yet, so I can't do anything about it, which is a shame, right, because this Bismarck is 10.2, so whatever is closer should be inside radar range. We will see if the destroyer is still around once my radar is ready. 20 more seconds, so unfortunately plenty of time for the enemy to move around. Also, oh, okay, I'm getting detected while shooting, which means the destroyer has to be really close. Unfortunately, I'm completely broadside to a Stalingrad. I mean, there's also the Bismarck, but the Bismarck is far less of an issue. Now, the destroyer for some reason is smoking up, even though it's not detected, and it's in some... I don't know what this destroyer is smoking up, but it decided to do so. Now, the Stalingrad smacked me pretty hard as expected, so I'm trying to angle against it. Technically, it opens up my broadside against the Bismarck, and this island isn't going to be much protection, but a Bismarck is a much smaller threat than a Stalingrad. It's also dead. So is the Yang. The Yang decided the best course of action after finding a Des Moines was to stop in front of it and smoke out. Now, this Cleveland seems to be running away, and I seem to be beaching against this island. I could keep shooting, but I am concerned about the Stalingrad and getting detected here. Basically, almost all the damage I did so far was from that one Stalingrad salvo, I think. So there is that. The Cleveland is getting pummeled pretty heavily though, and the Stalingrad has dropped into concealment. It's possible that the Stalingrad has just... oh, there goes the Cleveland. Possible that the Stalingrad has decided to just, you know, give up, turn and run. I mean, it makes sense that it's not shooting while it's turning. And considering our force here, it might have just decided to not re-engage until... oh. Or maybe it is re-engaging. But I suppose it did complete its turn before it was spotted again, so it made sure to protect its broadside. Meanwhile though, I think we can basically slightly speed this up, because while I can technically try to shoot that Stalingrad, which I'm doing here right now, the shells aren't actually gonna hit, because the Stalingrad is sailing away too quickly, and the shells are all not gonna reach. On paper the Stalingrad is in range, but realistically, right, my shell travel time is just too long. I'm still trying, because, you know, but nothing's actually happening, and the shells don't really have a chance of connecting. Meanwhile though, I'm approaching a more interesting encounter, and that there is, what is it, a Luchan? Now, that thing is in range, and, well, I'm also in range. Will be able to shoot back. Now I do have the I also found a shimmer. Now, I do have the island here towards my right, which will protect me from the Stalingrad, as long as I'm staying in cover here. Now, the battleship can overmatch my nose.
My torch lights the water around
Not
us.
my sides, mind you, but my nose. Obviously, it can't just regular penetrate my sides. Now, this Shimakaze has also decided to just stop in front of a Moines that's radaring it and then slowly reverse inside the smoke. Now, I do feel for this Shimmer because it couldn't easily turn away. There is an island, but I can't help but feel if it kept going full speed forward and turned, well, more towards the island, more like around it, it could have potentially escaped, or at least, well, try to. But hey, I'm fine with this destroyers just stopping inside my radar in front of me. Now, to this battleship. Now, this battleship is relatively close, as we've established it can overmatch my nose, but it's nowhere near as dangerous as that Stalingrad, to be honest. Now, I'm currently still in cover from that Stalingrad, but I do have to be a bit careful, I suppose, because if I reverse too much, I will get shot by it again. Meanwhile, I'm doing some reasonable damage against the battleship, and yeah, this is sort of where I also screw up, because I should already be going forward again, probably. I mean, I am in concealment, mind you. But yeah, you see, that Stalingrad at 19 kilometers is a better battleship than that battleship 9 kilometers in front of me. But hey, overall, it looks pretty decent. This battleship is soon going to sink. I'm in cover again, sort of. And there are lots of friendly ships, so maybe this Luchan is actually shooting something else. Or maybe it isn't, because those guns look my way. But I have set a fire, so there is that. I'm going for some armor piercing, and down it goes. Gets a little bit of revenge there. And that was a shield, I guess, but hey, the enemy is down to 3 ships. And I'm probably gonna sink before I go into concealment here. There are some Stalingrad shells in the air, so might as well fire one last salvo and then just sink. And I missed. And at this point we can just see how Russian balance is still... I've had well all these years later. This Stalingrad has survived so much, and it just keeps surviving. Well, until eventually it goes on, I suppose, but hey. This battle is obviously going to be a win, and there is a Shill and a Napoli remaining. I suppose 4 against 2, it's a little bit closer then. It might have looked a while ago, but it's still a win.
We stand victorious.
Yeah, I guess it worked pretty well, and having enemy destroyers just stop in front of me and getting found always helps. So there is that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you next time.